Hello, you're welcome. You're welcome onto this channel, and it gives me great joy that you are viewing this video. I'm Dr. Olayinka Akanle. I'm a lecturer in the university. I'm a researcher. I'm a scholar. I'm an academic. I'm a public speaker. On this channel, I do a number of stuffs which you can easily cluster into 4 areas: sociology, research, relationship, and migration. I do all of this to empower people so that they are well informed about anything they want to do within these 4 clusters. If this is your first time of coming in contact with my videos, or you coming in contact with this channel, thank you. You're welcome once again. Kindly subscribe onto this channel. Comment, like, and share. If you've come in contact with my channel initially or previously, but you've not subscribed, kindly subscribe onto the channel. Comment, like, and share. And if you subscribed previously, thank you for staying tuned. Kindly tell others about this channel and share content widely for the benefit of others as well. So today, I'm going to be talking about a very particular topic: sure ways to become a permanent resident in the UK. Sure ways to become a permanent resident in the UK. This topic is very important because many people think of migrating, but they are not very sure. Even though they want to stay permanently, they may not be able to get the necessary documentation or opportunities to plan ahead. So many get there and they simply realize it's very beneficial to become permanent resident. And researchers have shown that it's not so easy because many do not have sufficient capacity, awareness, or knowledge in this direction. Many tend to become random eventually. It becomes an afterthought, even though that may be of interest to them. So today, I want to be talking about this intentionally in this video. And one important point I want to make is that you have to be aware that migration is a very complex and complicated process. It's a process because it has a beginning, it keeps going. So you have to be well prepared, well informed, so that you are able to navigate this complicated and complex situation. So this video will give you proactive awareness, proactive strategic awareness, so that you are able, if you plan to migrate to the UK, or you are there already, but you still don't know how or effective ways of getting permanent residency in the UK. Meanwhile, I must let you know that a lot of researches went into this video in terms of production, my personal experience, researches, strategic engagement with migrants abroad. So thank you very much. And we must know also, you must legally enter the UK. If you enter illegally, it becomes very difficult or nearly impossible to get permanent residency. So if you want to travel to the UK, migrate with the intention of becoming a permanent resident, you must migrate legally in the first instance. And if you have the intention of becoming a permanent resident in the United Kingdom, visit visa is not your best option. Don't get a visit visa. And if you get a visit visa, return home to your home country and plan strategically again to the path towards permanent residency. Because if you have visit visa, you are likely to become illegal immigrant or irregular immigrant over time, which will make it very difficult for you to regularize towards becoming a permanent resident. So visit visa is a no-no if you intend to stay behind. So you must know that UK is also one of the most traveled to countries in the world, meaning there are many migrants in the UK every year on the account of education, visit, tourism, all manners of reasons. So the immigration process of UK is constantly evolving, very dynamic, to cope with the reality of influx of migrants. Yet, many lack correct knowledge and capacity to be able to navigate the immigration process. Because as a new door is open, if it's abused, the Home Office innovates another approach to countering some of these unwelcome, unwholesome practices. Yet, permanent residency is very advantageous. So many enter the UK before they know that it's very advantageous. Then they begin to become random in their approaches, taking some unwholesome routes that make it very difficult for them in the long run. So you also have to know that like a visit visa, student visa is not a sure route. I mean, student visa, study visa, or visa you get on the account of going to study in the UK is not a sure route to becoming a permanent resident or a citizen of the United Kingdom, because there are conditions attached to study visas that may make it difficult for you to become permanent resident. Though study visa may give you opportunities along the line to take different routes, but study visa on its own is not a sure route to becoming a permanent resident of the UK. So 3 sure routes I'll be mentioning today is the routes are: 1, 10 years of continuous legal stay. 10 years of continuous legal stay. Number 1, this is a route that many take, and this is the route that student visa can assist you to take. This is why you see many people in the United Kingdom taking degrees upon degrees. Some start from first degree, then they take master's degree, they take PhD degrees, and PhD along the line, so that they can count these 10 years before they then become permanent resident. Because this would have allowed them to take 10 years continuous legal stay. And why this is important also, if you are on a student visa, you want to take this continuous legal stay, you must obey the conditions of your visa. One of the major conditions might be not more than 20 hours of work in a week. So that means you must intentionally protect this clause if you are on a student visa, so that, because there will be background checks along the line when you want to become permanent resident. If you have abused your visa, if you have violated the terms of your visa, it may make it very difficult. So 10 years of continuous legal stay is a major one that people take. And some also, maybe after their degrees, maybe first degree or master's, they can use that to get work permit or work visa, which then become another route. So the second route I'll be mentioning is work visa or work permit, which gives you opportunity of just 5 years to become permanent resident. So if you are still in your country, try as much as possible to build sufficient capacity that will give you, you can browse online on some scarce skills in the UK and target that and build capacity in that area, and do the same. Maybe you can get employment while still at home, or even when you are abroad. So if you are abroad also, after your study, you may also try or build capacity so that you can get work visa. So work visa is usually the shortest route, actually. So because within 5 years of this work visa, you can put in for your permanent residences. So, and that is very important. So the second one is work visa. So, and a component of this work, so while continuous legal stay is about 10 years, which makes people accumulate degrees upon degrees for this to meet these 10 years. So, but work permit or work visa can open 5 years for you. And if you have taken a degree, you can try, if you don't want to wait the 10 years of continuous legal stay on the account of your education, after a degree, try to get a job and convert to work visa, and which can take you shorter time to become permanent resident. I've seen people take this before, but try as much as possible. A flip of this work visa is what comes to be known as global talent visa. Global talent visa is another one that started in 2014 in the United Kingdom, which is usually for techpreneurs or IT expert, best brains in the IT sector, to work in highly skilled area of technological component of the UK. This global talent visa is a very nice route that within just about 5 years you can just get this route and you become a permanent resident. This will allow you to work, bring your family, even study and live in the UK. But you must be highly skilled in the IT, or be a techpreneur or an entrepreneur that will add value. So if you are still at home, do a research on this global talent visa. It started in 2014. And if you're already in the UK also, you can switch your visa if you have legal stay. So if you have high skill in tech, so you can switch your visa to this, is allowed. So it's very important that you are a best brain. That's why you cannot underestimate the issue of capacity building, so that you become highly sought after. So another route which people take is marriage. Being married to somebody who has the right papers, they'll be a citizen or thereabout. So, but this is you have to be very careful so that you don't have arranged marriage that will put you in eternal slavery. If you're married to a citizen, you are attached to that person, you must show evidence that you are living together and you must be fine together. And if you don't have papers, it's usually taken by illegal immigrants or people who don't have regular status. This is where many people try to look for. But still, your legality is very important. So I usually tell people to be careful, except you love the individual or you are genuinely in love. If you have good future ahead of you, be careful of going to arranged marriage. But marriage is a route, which means you have to show evidence of living together. Then you can be given visa for just 2 to 5 years, so that then you then stay. After that, you can then get your citizenship of permanent residence on the account of that marriage to that individual. But this can still take about 7 years. So it's not a short route, but it's a route but with legal migration, it's not so popular among people who have skills and legal migrants or who are married. So marriage is, but it's very popular, especially among illegal migrants or other people in the system. So the 3 sure routes I know that I've researched, that I've researched into, that I've engaged people to, engage people on, you can say 10 years or continuous stay, global talent visa or work visa, which takes 5 years, then marriage. But you must be careful so that you don't get into trouble arranging marriage. But if your marriage is of love and of mutual interest, I think it's another route. So consider this. You can do more research and you can contact me for more conversation around this. Thank you very much. Kindly subscribe to the channel, share widely this content, and comment and like. Until I see you in my next video, be the best you can be.